Welcome to South East London, the Valley, for the grand final of the Unity Cup. Holders Nigeria against Jamaica, the Super Eagles versus the Reggae Boyz, the repeat of last year's final. The Nigeria victorious on penalties over Jamaica. Earlier today, we saw Zimbabwe win over India in a 1-0 victory to claim third place. Nigeria and Jamaica meeting again at a final in London. Last year it was at the G-Tech Community Stadium in Brentford. Today it's at the Valley. Colourful the Valley, as you can see. The Jamaican supporters are with us, the Nigerian supporters are with us for tonight's encounter to see if Nigeria can retain their crown and make it 4 Unity Cup wins, and Jamaica can claim their first Unity Cup. Let's see how both these nations reached the final earlier this week. Started with Nigeria. It was the Femi Aziz show on his debut at the Valley. The Millwall man in South London, feel at home in the Nigerian shirt. Beautiful finish in the first half over Zimbabwe. Femi Aziz there with his goal to lash the Super Eagles in front in that game. Then the second, more the striker's finish, smelling the danger and being able to execute the goal. That's how Nigeria reached the final here tonight at the Valley. For Jamaica, they beat India by 2-0. Clark got the first, the peach of a goal, picked that one out, the Warsaw man, breaking the deadlock inside the first 10 minutes. And then there was a bit of romance at the Valley, where the youngster, under 21 Charlton player in Dixon, got the second goal late on to send Jamaica through to the final. Fine finish there from Dixon. This is the goal that sent Jamaica through to double the lead. I'm pleased to say the teams are out here now at the Valley. We await the national anthems of Nigeria and Jamaica here at the Valley. The Super Eagles against the Reggae Boyz. You can see the two sets of teams on the pitch now. We'll get to team news momentarily, but first we will listen to the national anthems of the two nations.
So, let's take a look at the starting 11s for both of the two teams here this evening as the Super Eagles take on the Reggae Boyz. So starting with Nigeria.
Nigeria will be the first national anthem.
Number 2, Number 3,
Just one change in for Nigeria, with Durasemi coming in to the lineup for Nigeria. Just waiting for the national anthems. So Jamaica and Nigeria meeting for the 7th time. The only victory for Jamaica coming in 2003. The charity game, beating them by 3-2 back in 2003. Their third Unity Cup final between the two nations. starting to build up here. He's looking very serious. He's looking to act his fantastic debut. Nigerian anthem. And now for the national anthem of Jamaica. What a sound around the valley here in South East London for this Unity Cup final. Nigeria against Jamaica. The holders taking on the Reggae Boyz. That was the national anthems of both nations. And we're a few moments away from kick-off. Teams are on our way shortly. And a few changes from both managers. Let's start with Jamaica, who've made 4 changes from that win over India. Hayden, Smith, Merrick all out. In comes Merrick, Ellis, Ainsworth and Brown. So it's Fuller, Dixon and Brown as the front 3, covering Mings in that centre-back position. Jamaica sticking to the nucleus of players that got them over the line, but making those 4 changes. And for Nigeria, just that one change I alluded to earlier, with Durasimi coming on that left-hand side, and Moffey and Aziz still in attack, dropping to the benches. Otella, the forward for Nigeria, back for Beko, Ogbo, and Wai Mapesa, and Okongo, the Wrexham goalkeeper, in goal for Nigeria. Femi Aziz, the player that got 2 in midweek, leads the line for Nigeria. Eyes on Naheem Dixon, plays for Charlton, got the goal for Jamaica midweek, was delighted, was hungry, and he starts again. And he is ready to claim a victory for the Reggae Boyz here. Well, no surprise, well, he's mine also, Femi Aziz, a brace on Tuesday, fully the danger man, the one for Jamaica to watch out, and the Viz attack for Nigeria. Pleased to say this evening we have Toyin with us tonight for this game. Nigeria taking on Jamaica, the holders against Jamaica. Yeah, Nigeria the holders against Jamaica. The repeat of the 2025 final. So your thoughts on this game, moments before starting.
Thank you, Zach. I mean, what stands out immediately is continuity for Nigeria. They've trusted the side that got them here, and they've just made one adjustment with Rafi Durosimi, who's coming in for Filipatele. I mean, what that tells you is that the coaching staff are happy. The gaffer is happy with the balance and the rhythm that they've already established. Jamaica, meanwhile, have got a different route with 4 changes. White Merrick, Nicole Ellis, Christopher Ainsworth and Brown, all coming into the starting side. And that means there'll be fresh energy, but perhaps a little less familiarity in the finals here. What's always interesting is the balance between freshness and cohesion.
And it's going to be key, isn't it? I'm quite surprised Nigeria have kept it the same. But like you said there, it's a real nod to how well they did in midweek. Fendi Aziz, obviously the star man, but Termofi, Tijani, Nadi, Yusuf in that little industry works really well. And Durazimi, of course, what can we expect from him coming in? He's the only change.
I mean, Durazimi gives Nigeria a slightly different reference point in attack. I mean, he's the sort of striker that defenders feel all afternoon. His movement around the penalty area can be a bit difficult to track, and I think that's exactly what you need in a final like this. I mean, if you recall last year in the final, it did go to penalties, and hopefully with this fresh pair of legs in this squad and keeping the consistency, it won't go to a penalty shootout.
Let's see, let's see. We're moments away from kicking off this Unity Cup final. Sam Barrett is our referee tonight, and it's going to be Brown to kick things off for us for Jamaica. Jamaica to your left, Nigeria to your right. Reggae Boyz up against the Super Eagles, and direct play immediately from Jamaica, and it's Nigeria that picked the ball up well. Okay, now to Oveta. Tijani's putting the ball away. Bit of time now here for Brown. Brown goes for goal. Already there, bit of loose play. And almost an opening there for Jamaica. The play that's come in up top in Brown. Deflected effort. The goalkeeper now, Clark. Clark gives it away. Now a bit of time for Tijani. Bouquet. The first touch, gives it away. There's Dixon. Cover to take this throw in. Lovely there from Dixon. Just waiting for play to settle. Laputa. The ball to his centre backs. Nadi. Bouquet. Of course, Nigeria recovering really well from not reaching the World Cup. Of course, they won't be at the World Cup starting less than 2 weeks now. They lost to DR Congo. And Eric Ship is a man on a mission to put Nigeria back on top of African football and put them in the world stage. So, yeah.
I mean, speaking of Congo, Jamaica also fell out of the, crashed out of the World Cup courtesy of Congo. So there's something that bonds us here tonight.
It's losing to Congo also. So waiting for the first attack from Nigeria. Low. We're throwing. Waiting for this throw-in to be thrown in. And there's Aaron Shot. He's done a really, really good job. So Ibuke with this throw. So it's a 6-yard box. He's gone! And it's Nigeria that's run first. This Yusuf. The goalkeeper did his best to try to deny him. But Yusuf was there to pounce, and the Super Eagles strike first in the Unity Cup final.
And that is exactly what we were expecting from the defending champions tonight.
Well, a long throw, you saw that earlier against Zimbabwe, when the ball throws in, and then it's just really difficult to deal with. It slipped on, and the goalkeeper maybe could have done better. But Clark pulling it away. And was slipped on by a Jamaican player. Beautiful, pinnacle finish there by Yusuf. Perfect start for Nigeria.
Perfect start.
And a fine start there. Question marks maybe about the goalkeeper there, knowing that Yusuf was able to attack home. It was clinical finish
Definitely.
First effort on goal for Nigeria is a fruitful one. They're going away to Jamaica. Community is here. That's by the counter forward. The space edge of the penalty area for Tijani. That would be a free kick and a bit of respite now for Jamaica. Rudolph Speed won't be happy. The Jamaica manager, this start, interim head coach, of course, took over from Steve McLaren. Rudolph Speed. Jamaica Football Federation already said that in the summer they'll look to appoint a more permanent coach after the Unity Cup. This side are trailing inside the first 5 minutes.
I mean, this is definitely not the kind of foot you'd want to get off on in the interim. I mean, an early goal just changes the complexion of any final.
Nigeria hungry for more. During Simic cut out. And it's from this area where the throw-in came and where the goal was scored. So Jamaica have to be high alert again. It was a Jamaica player that won the initial header, bounced back, goalkeeper sprung it out, and Yusuf was there to sweep it in. Okay. From a Nigerian perspective, it's just do the same again. There's only one player in the 6-yard box for Nigeria. So Super Eagles waiting for it to be going, and then they move forward in. It's that far post again, in and out. Nada. Back to towards Whitewood. It's pretty okay. Let's give him it away. Cover. Just couldn't release Dixon down that right side. Okay, thrown to Jamaica. Cover. Clark to take this throw. Abdullah Yusuf with the early opener in this Unity Cup game for Nigeria. Clark towards me. Better from Jamaica. Really good. Ellis is on its way. Brown trying to feed it towards Dixon. Nice for the ball from cover. Gongu was able to read it well. He made his debut in midweek, didn't he, the Nigerian goalkeeper?
It was a very, very impressive debut. A brace, introducing himself to Nigeria and the world in absolute style.
Down the right side, Nigeria go. Use the middle, a bit of space here. Oh, Jamaican players. Tijani recycles it in, headed away by Jamaica. Now, they're going to go forward. Inside the centre circle. Ellis. Nani wins the ball. The interception from cover. Here he is. The give and go is good with Dixon. That'll be a kick forward from there. That's down when Jamaica go forward. Brown's head is a comfortable one for a Gongu, but better from Jamaica. Into Dixon and cover. It's a gorgeous delivery. Another basic football course for Rotherham in England in League One. Manitoba, Ogbu. He sends the player towards the ball, put out by Jamaica. Towards Moffey, so Moffey experience. Super Eagle in the attack.
He's actually the captain of the side. Obviously the most experienced of the players. And which is what you need, and again, it links in with the consistency of just him being a, a cohesive factor in this starting 11.
Okay, on that side, right. Toya, indeed, with that Ghana experience in the forward line for the Super Eagles, who are in control of this final in the early stages. Another ball going forward for them. William Tibbett is the beating of Ainsworth. And Ainsworth Valley. I think there's more Jamaicans than Nigerians.
Oh, well, I am seeing a lot more reggae colours.
Good mix of Nigerian and Jamaican supporters here at the Valley for the Unity Cup.
Yeah, I think what I've observed is that it's a mixture. There's no actual particular stand, so they're all seated side by side, which again I think ties in the theme of unity.
Really, really good message underlying in this competition. Merrick wins the ball for Jamaica, finds it forward. By Agarahu. Waiwu. Vuza. Yusuf. Now for Ibokeng, run away. Dixon was a live wire out here, but was an option for Jamaica. It's not to deliver it in. Cover gets down a bit of a trouble, receives it back. Step forward, well good. Clark, going forward Jamaica. It's Clark, Warsaw man getting the goal in midweek for Jamaica. They have to come from behind if they're going to win their first Unity Cup. Here is Dixon towards the far post. They do look lively though, Jamaica, when they do go forward for it.
They are, I mean, obviously having to now be on the back foot and fight their way forward.
It's good synergy between Dixon, Fuller.
It's definitely strong on the line there.
So thrown on the far side for Nigeria. Now we cover. They should come and get that, he does, from Arsenal enemy player. Over. Ubike. Okonku. Into Waiwu. 7 Nigeria Premier League players in the lineup for Nigeria in the squad called up for this Unity Cup.
It speaks to Shelley's confidence in our domestic league, or the Nigerian domestic league, and the fact that he's willing to take a gamble and take players from the Nigerian league, which is important for the growth of the sport, for the league domestically.
Get a taste of action in the Super Eagles. These are Rangers international, Economy City players spreading across the squad. Jamaica though, trying to get themselves back into this final. This beautiful for Clark.
Clark is one to watch, isn't he?
Got a goal midweek and driving force. Tidy play in the corner. That will be a goal kick. Goal just ease the nerves for Nigeria, you feel, and just give them that assurance that they can play their game, whereas Jamaica now a bit more cagey, a bit more bitey, because they have played some good play. Example here, which just led to the goal kick. Waiwu. Yusuf, the goal scorer. Foul. That is a free kick on the far side, committed. I think it was Fuller. Slight tug of the shirt.
Understandably, tensions will be high. It is a hotly contested final. Super Eagles and the Reggae Boyz are not strangers to meeting.
Not a final indeed. Last year, going to penalties after 2-2 in the first 90. Of course, if scores are level after 90 minutes, we'll head to a penalty shootout.
Which I think is the result that these Super Eagles are desperately trying to avoid.
With the advantage they have. He's with Lowe. Dixon. Here's the ball now to Merrick. Smith Clark. The pressure as well. Should reach cover. Aggression, concentration for Durasimi. Gonna make it easy for cover. Long ball. Always thinks a strong header. Aziz. Bouquet. Good. Okongu releasing the ball. Swalu. On penalties in the Champions League final. And Jamaica with this. The greatest throw in Nigeria. Nardi. Boyz. Wow. Nardi. Bouquet to the left. Uses it. Wahoo. The ball forward. Will be thrown to Nigeria. Temperature's dropped a little bit, hasn't it?
It has dropped a little bit. I mean, Jamaica desperately trying to press up, but the Nigerians are keen to try and extend their lead.
Aziz. Work for the referee to get out of the way of that ball. Bouquet. To Yusuf. Strength from Nigerian forward. Durasimi. Bouquet's door's closed. And the Jamaican full back and wins inside. A free kick. Good work from the cover. You have to be strong there in that tackle, isn't it?
That was a very strong tackle.
Yusuf, industry work. Central area. A different approach is taken from the semi-final. Changes from Jamaica, just the one for Nigeria. Get to see who's benefiting. Of course, Nigeria have advantage.
And right now, Nigeria's performance is speaking to consistency, and it's paying dividends.
Cover goes long. Dixon picks it up. Brown. The delivery into the penalty area. Nigeria have to get rid of that. They do it well. Low. Trying to play just down, but he's up now. To the far post, but that won't trouble the Nigerian goal. It was Brown who got just a slight knock. Mid off speed. To find a way to get his side with a bit more energy. Man to take this goal kick.
Just 24 years old.
Very young, been around the Arsenal Academy system. He played for England. Now chosen to play for the Super Eagles, called up by Eric Shell.
Much celebrated call up. To the delight of Nigerians, and actually impressively he's managed to keep a clean sheet on his debut.
Doing it now as well. Throwing to Jamaica. Two balls on the field. I think the officials have just given a throw-in rather than a free kick. Although Dixon is on the ground A bit of pain. We need a bit of treatment.
He seems to be getting up.
It's good to see Jamaican point of view to going out. Clark in conversation with his coach. Courtney Clark, only 23. Playing defence and midfield. Cardi. To Zorba. Sounds coming from the valley. It's still there also. Tajani. Cover goes to ground. Going up the ball, and that has. That will be a Jamaican ball. Looking for free kick. And on occasion, 20 gone. Not going to get a drinks break at one point in this first half.
Well, it is much cooler now than it was earlier, so much more favourable playing conditions.
Hot conditions for Zimbabwe and India. Zimbabwe victorious in the third place game earlier today. Goal from Prince Stewart from the penalty spot to claim third place. Dixon. Ball into the middle. So they come back out here, there's a next not to shoot. And put it towards goal. It's comfortable work on group. But he really is a light wire Dixon down this right side, isn't he?
Most certainly is. I mean, he has been throughout this tournament.
Home, his club, the chance of just being sharp. It's a real worry for Nigeria in this game.
He knows his way around the pitch. I mean, he's in familiar terrain.
Okay. But Nadi, Yusuf. For ball now. Towards Lufuza. Lufuza. Tajani. From that far side now. From Nigeria. Okay. Switched there by Josimi. Throw into Nigeria. Not too far for a direct throw into the penalty box. Slowly towards now Yusuf. Nigeria back-to-back from that qualification, finishing third in AFCON, winning the third place game against Egypt on penalties, losing to host Morocco in the semi-final. It's a different feel now for the Super Eagles that hurt of not making the World Cup. Hold that for, who's doing Simi? Driving towards the byline. Good challenge. Almost made the defending big. Sees the corner from this near side. Felt like he was beaten there. Coming back to cover. Army. Another corner for Nigeria. Kamil Aziz is going to be the man to take it. Looking to be a provider in the Unity Cup on the back of his goals in midweek. Towards the far post, this is everybody. Kept alive though. It is pitching towards the area. By Ellis. Good noise from Jamaica getting out. They have here. A bit of space over here now. Can he get there first? Dixon. A really good reading of the defending from Ibuke. Defending from the Rangers international man.
Again, testament to choosing a homegrown talent and the fact that domestic players do have the capability to perform at international standards.
Indeed. in. Merrick. No. Looking towards Okonkwo. Brings it out, Okonkwo. Back to Okonkwo. Wawu. Outside the penalty area. So a lot of homegrown Jamaican players in the lineup as well. Just looking at Merrick and Zingo Bay. A lot of big from Mount Pleasant. So it's a good spread of both leagues competing here for their national sides.
When you look at the starting 11 for Nigeria, you see some teammates from the Nigerian league, namely the Nubu Rangers, number 2 Okita and number 3 Boke. Both apply their trade and craft, if you like, in the Nigerian professional football league.
For this okay to be taken. It's goal kick. UK. Okonkwo. No real press is there from Jamaica. There's a bit of space now here. Bernardi. Forward. Referee says play on. Half space for Jamaica. Dixon. Once again, the door is shut from Nigeria in Ogun.
Very impressive, that.
Nardi.
Nardi plays at Olympic Marcel.
French league. Now by Yusuf. Holding the ball towards Moffat. He's found that well. So, same area where Nigeria was able.
It is the danger zone.
What can Jamaica do better defensively? First contact one has to go out the box rather than go behind. Leaves the gap for Yusuf. Fell.
Nigerian players just finding those spaces and exploiting them.
Okay. Towards penalty area. That's better. Ball out from a Jamaican perspective. Here's Dixon. Ball forward. Now it's just Okonkwo. Great work from the teams. Ibuke. Down. Nada. Yusuf. It's back. Nice work. Nadi. To Tijani. Ibuke. Simi. Slight slip. Throw it to Jamaica.
23-year-old Simi, who plays in the Italian league, sir. Sub that was put in place of Otele.
The only change.
The only change made so far.
skill. Clark again involved. Sping. Find the ball towards low. Howard Fuller. Get the ball back. He helps for his side. Ainsworth. Just can't seem to get rid of the danger. Lidan. Potential breakaway. Moffey. He's gone quiet. So far tonight, final experience. Terry Moffey. Has the ball now. Here now, the captain of the Super Eagles. Dixon. Getting the ball. Getting round. UK not too much. Half an hour played and it's Nigeria's final so far. Good at Yusuf's goal. And you see from a throw in. Clark palmed it out towards him and he tucked it past the goalkeeper. Not much to separate two teams though. It's a bit straight to get defending Aziz. He looked back. Really, it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Make it third in the tournament. Clark, that was a smart save, straight at him, right?
Straight at him, straight down the middle.
Whoa, quite lucky throw on here. It's Malik. I think there's been a victor in the European Cup. So throw in on the far side for Nigeria. Corner for them. Well, with all set plays they've had to take in this game, just that one at the start is letting them down. But it's just going to click. Do you think they can get a leveler here and win? It's a really good game. But Nigeria set up really well. It's an attractive Unity Cup final.
And I mean, you can see, particularly with Jamaica's number 10, he's very much bent on taking the ball down the flanks. So you have to watch out for him.
He's on the ball now, Dixon. Dixon. Case for goal home turf.
Just really trying to be a thorn in the side of the Super Eagles.
Nani. Towards Yusuf. Beautiful ball brought down. Free kick to Nigeria. Towards Durasimi, you bring it down. Can the offside flag has gone up. And those ones are always frustrating. I mentioned that earlier, didn't I? When the player can see the lines for it, you just have to be so frustrated. Being offside from there at that time.
Most definitely, I mean, especially in a final, you know, tensions are high right now.
Concentration.
A lapse in concentration and you're penalised for it.
Cover. Face. Nigeria seems to be okay. Tijani. That's going to be a foul. Headed there for Durasimi. Must be a free kick. Cover. lovely. Towards Brown. Nigeria with the lead, 35 gone on that far side. With Futa taking his throw. Silly to Moffy, and the kick it goes good for Nigeria. Lewis Silly got the good getting to the left, it might go alone. Tries to bend it. Was the better option there to go for goal, or to play Reggae on the over. He's striking, he just want to go for goal, but look there, you see number 3 bursting forward.
I think he was really just trying to get his name on the sheet.
Is that the right choice?
That wasn't the right choice. It wasn't the right choice.
That's impressive on that.
And you know, these decisions are costly and expensive. Finals like this and tournaments like this, you only get one chance.
Some would be critical, I feel like I was with Clark, the goalkeeper for Jamaica in the goal, in terms of where he punched the ball up, using to sweep it, but he's a really good save, isn't he?
Has been.
So, that's not easy. You can see that way he's trying to bend it in with power. He was angry with his defenders, not charging down Duracell.
I mean, I can imagine his frustration right now, having kept a clean sheet in the semi-final prior. Like you can see coming.
Captain now, cover. Back to the goalkeeper. Nice. Clark. He's been good tonight. The crowd appreciate the turn. The end product's there. Ooh, clever now. He's just about lifted in. Merrick. Still towards Ellis. Clark. Long. Just too much there for Fuller. See much of Fuller. Lots of Dixon and Brown and that 1-3. Not enough for Fuller at the moment. He's 22. Tasty, energetic, fun 3 from Jamaica.
Exactly what we need. Again, this speaks to the change as well, and just seeing how the dynamic of the combinations actually impact the play.
You're unbeaten in their last 3 meetings against the Reggae Boyz, including that win. Including that win last year at the Gita Community Stadium.
And the fans there crying for another goal.
He's taking his time, isn't he? Goalkeeper. Bouquet. Over. Nardi. Oh, beautiful. Now here's a Dixon. Stepped in the halfway and drove it forward there, the defender. And almost fouled. Always present Dixon. Our goal scorer who's in need for some treatment in Yusuf with his left ankle. That was nice, winning on the halfway line. And then just cut past, but Dixon's touch was too heavy. Those are things that Nigeria haven't really seen in terms of from a central area. Jamaica go from the centre, used to be from the wings. That's a good example, the defender stepping up, trying to release Dixon there, but the touch let him down. Let's have a look at the goal that separates the two sides. Came inside the first 5 minutes. It was Yusuf at the far post there. He was clinical, smelt the danger, deadly, throwing. Somebody covered the Jamaica man, Yusuf, past the goalkeeper. Maybe for the goalkeeper to claim the ball, or at least beat metre away from danger. You can't find a super eagle in the middle.
These situations, you just have to hold on to the ball to avoid being in danger, clear it out as far as possible.
Is okay to continue, which is pleasing. And I think also from a Jamaican perspective, we have options on the bench. We have Bailey, Kenematerni, got Reeve Edwards. From a forward point of view, got Simmons as well. Lang and Plunkett who can provide some energy. So this is all over by a long shot. The Unity Cup final here in the Valley. We saw Zimbabwe beat India by a goal to nil. Courtesy of Prince Jude's goal from the penalty spot. And let's see Nigeria at the moment have the lead in this Unity Cup final. And there is Shell just adding more to his bow, trying to recover that disappointing reality that Nigeria won't be at the World Cup.
Unfortunately, this is the 25th game for Chargers.
Mali man.
Hoping to add 2026 Cup trophy rather to his closet.
Yusuf still waiting to the field. Conquered. Nigeria still down to 10 players momentarily. Now drop the ball, tap back the referee was given the 8 seconds. Looks on nicely by Duracini. Too much played by Muslim, looking for goal. Saying yes to the goalkeeper and apologising to the referee for that. So back onto the field now, so full complement of Nigerian players here at the Valley. Big. Towards Clark. Low. What they haven't done in this game is go long all the time. They've been happy to build up and try and get Nigeria out of their shape. With a really good view here in the Valley, see the tactical approach. Nigeria have a beautiful spread of players over the Jamaicans, but they know where they are, the Reggae boys. And at the moment, we just need to find the gaps.
That's a comfortable now.
Low. Central midfield position helped out. Jamaica not pressing, staying in their shape.
Very cautious to avoid making any mistakes in the penalised spirit.
2 going on, it's flagged for offside. That might be something maybe Jamaica were looking to Rudolph's speed at half time, how they could hurt Nigeria, how can they get those front players on the ball in those offensive areas. We've seen enough of that in the first 43 minutes or so. Good that for Nigeria. It's cut out well by Jamaica. Through the legs to Tijani. Clark. Trying to release Fuller. Overhit. VA goal kick for Nigeria. Jamaica come into this game in good form. 1 loss in 8 games. The only defeat was that penalty shootout defeat to Congo. Then they reached the World Cup March 31st. In good nick, Jamaica. Nigeria to have the lead at the moment. They've got key absentees, of course. No Leon Bailey, no Ethan Pinnock, Andrew Blake, King and Palmer.
Nigeria have won 3 of their last 5 matches. Drawing 1 friendly against Jordan. Losing 1 to Morocco, of course, in the AFCON.
Both teams are really good form. So she's highly anticipated final. It's just me. More fans have appeared in the Valley. More spread of the white and green of Nigeria up against the black, yellow and green of Jamaica.
Also seeing splattering of Arsenal jerseys as well.
Nana into towards Coglan. They're in into the final minute of this first half at the Valley, South East London for the Unity Cup final.
Very cool. Nigerian stands already jubilating.
Clark takes the throw. Cover. See how many minutes we added on. This first half, moving its way from the position. How many minutes? That's what it's. What can they have done? And Yusuf is the difference maker for Nigeria in this Unity Cup final. Nigeria had the lead at half time. The strength on Nigeria won due to Alexander Yusuf. And it's been a hard fought first half from Jamaica and Nigeria. But that moment of quality inside the first 5 minutes where Clark carried the ball to Yusuf. And there was the opener. Jamaica straight to the tunnel, whereas Nigeria elected for a huddle. So in your thoughts of that first half in the Unity Cup finals in Jamaica and Nigeria?
I mean, the first 3 minutes have gone golden, and immediately Nigeria set the pace for what exactly they're here to achieve. I mean, they are the defending champions, and it's very clear that they seek to continue that defensive streak. I mean, since the inception of this tournament, Nigeria have been the champions, and it appears that they're not set anytime soon, or have any interest or desire in relinquishing that title to Jamaica.
Just that is the challenge been set by the Super Eagles to the Reggae Boyz. Come and take our crown from us. They took the lead inside 3 minutes. 3 minutes it took for Nigeria to strike through Yusuf. And at half time here in Unity Cup at the Valley, it's Jamaica 0, Nigeria 1. Waiting for highlights of the first half to the sun. Of course, from the first half of the Unity Cup. Okay, to the perfect start for the holders, Nigeria. Yusuf there, at the back post, flipped on by Kala. Then Clark just was automatic reflex. Initially, really good set, but it fell to a Nigerian player. He was punished for not getting in the way. But Jamaica have had their moments in this first half. Lovely giving over to Cover and Dixon. Went in towards the middle, and it was a good header that was taken by Brown. Need more of this from Jamaica, don't we? Intricate play.
I feel that it's probably something that they'll be discussing in the dressing room right now, how they can change their tactics, because you can see that for them, the philosophy is changed. This change from the last lineup actually hasn't impacted them in the way that they thought it would. And Shell's consistency seems to be paying off.
Nigeria at the moment here for me to see top form with his goals in midweek, and is getting a second, and this chance for Durham Simi. On the overlap, was elected to go to the bottom corner, and Clark's redeemed himself with a few fine saves after the goal. It could be debated if it was scored or not for the goal, but he's had to be alert. This is another really good moment for Jamaica as well. Just couldn't fall for Dixon. And that has been the tale of this first half. Both great opportunities, but Yusuf finding the back end for Nigeria.
And that is also speaks to experience as well. You have some of the senior players. This is a side that has a lot of new debutants, and they're finding their way to trying to also prove themselves in this game. Fortunately, fortunately for Nigeria rather, it is experience that gets before you. Just seeing an opportunity and capitalising on it.
But there's options to come off the bench for Jamaica. which is good. It's got some highlights of players that have impressed in the first half for Jamaica. Here is Dixon. Of course, man, everybody's lips after his performance in the semi-final for Jamaica. He's looked right. Not only is he done, but he's an end product here, putting the ball into the box. Just couldn't fall there for Fuller. We saw in the first half highlights that move ahead of cover, really good synergy down the right side, and he looks bright. You go to a game, and if you're a Jamaican fan, you're looking for him to make something, aren't you?
I mean, he has been a playmaker in the first half, hasn't he? He's pressing a lot of pace, he's very dynamic.
Bouncing baskets through Nigerian play.
Flying down the flanks as well.
End product key as well. He has had a clear start of goal, yeah. And that's something that Nigeria have done really well. And I'm sure we're very happy about that. Not making him have the space and the time he was allowed in midweek. Those Jamaican supporters, not maybe he's so cheery due to the...
A bit of disappointment based on the current scoreline as it stands.
They've had a fun day. We've got a fun day at the Valley. Let's have a look at the play highlight from Nigeria. For Femi Aziz. Then have a look at the third place playoff game that took place here between Zimbabwe and India. And here was the penalty incident. Lovely work there. Benetti was brought down by Chowdhury, and then upset Prince to tuck it into the bottom corner. The Warriors bouncing back from that defeat in midweek against Nigeria. Then there was lovely play right at the end of the first half. Good save from the Indian goalkeeper. And it was Chuma with the shot for Zimbabwe. Almost a second at the beginning of the second period. And was away with effort in the end. You can definitely see the heat difference from earlier compared to now.
Certainly. Much more cooler pitch.
Rod had a fine game. He had an effort beaten away by Sandhu in the Indian goal. But India had their moments, opportunities to level. This was a good save. It may not look like it. They went for a few bodies and they just crucially hit the post. You saw it really late in the Zimbabwe goalkeeper. And then here also a header just went wide from a substitute. Right in the middle. India couldn't also to try and take us the penalties. And this was the final. But with Singh last minute swinging this in towards Nurka. Any touch there and it would have gone to penalties. So we enjoyed it anyway.
It was a very, very exciting game.
And Coach Tembo getting his first win as head coach Zimbabwe. Head coach, the Nigerian supporters, calm and collective with the win. Jumped in there, sorry, with the scoreline at the moment. They have that one goal advantage.
They'll definitely need to adapt their tactics in the second half because Jamaica are bent on levelling the scoreline.
It's just at the moment, just Jamaican players getting warmed up and ready. There's no Nigeria players. Next to what you were saying about how they've got changes to bring on, they push their behind. That is key.
Well, I mean, I guess, you know, if a formula works for you, you stick to it.
It's been a fluid attack from Jamaica in Dixon, Fuller and Brown. But I have to say, Nigerian defence has been strong. Through Wawu, and Ibuke. And also looking ahead for these nations, these players. Nigeria have internationals coming up. They've got a squad that's booked. So many of these will go to the squad. He's been caught for his impressive performance. But these players,
understandably so. I mean, a brace on your debut.
but these players are stepping up, aren't they?
They are stepping up, but as the coach did say in his press conference, you know, it's not just about impressing in this kind of a fixture. His eyes are on bigger prizes, and you actually do have to impress him and do better, as he mentioned. He has to see more than what he currently has in order for you to break potentially into the size of the team.
There's sort of a hurt there, isn't it, when you hear Eric Shaw speak? I mean, Nigeria not being in the World Cup, there is that feeling you feel around the national team, but they're getting things right, and you know, a win tonight will be excellent to continue that. I want to say healing process, because I think African Cup of Nations kind of brought that. Of course, Mr. Mark always going to hurt. What can you do?
I mean, second time in a row as well to buttress that, but you know, in football anything can happen, and the only thing that we can do now is just to pick the pieces up and power ahead. And that's exactly what he's doing, and I think taking the trophy tonight would be a good step in that direction.
Indeed, Tony, indeed. Well, it's set up very nicely for us here with Nigeria having that sender one-goal advantage, and Jamaica looking to get back in towards the game. Good turnout here at the Valley.
It is, I mean, it's steadily increasing. Steadily increasing.
Really vibrant flavours of food.
Flavours, sights and sounds.
The lovely curry goat earlier before the game. Yeah, very, very.
I did have a fantastic patty.
You gave me one, didn't you?
I mean, it is a multicultural tournament, and that's the idea of it. It's embracing culture and diversity.
Indeed. Nigeria not being at the World Cup, focused on the World Cup.
I mean, as I did say earlier, it is a shared pain between the Reggae Boyz and the Super Eagles. The void of not going to the World Cup, but what can you do but pick the pieces up and power ahead?
Well, Jamaica missed out also, didn't they? We spoke about Congo.
Yes.
And they were really close. They had a game against Carousel and they lost that. And that was Steve McCarron's last game, and that's why Rudolph Speed has come into the helm interim-wise for Jamaica. So these are both two teams here who, you know, have that player, but also looking forward ahead. And it's wonderful the colours here at the Valley. Really, really good to see the flags, the kits.
Vibrant, it's just a vibrant atmosphere. It's electrifying, actually.
Really, really good. Two Nigerian players warming up.
Players are starting to come back out onto the pitch.
They are indeed. That's half-time entertainment. What do you want more from Nigeria going forward that you feel like in the first half that was a bit lacking?
Conversion of opportunities, and you know, just in this kind of a game, you really do have to capitalize on opportunities when they present themselves. I mean, we know Jamaica very well, and if you look at how the final ended last year, it went to penalties before we won, so it's not going to be, I don't see it being exactly a walk in the park, so we have to be on top of our game. Nigeria needs to be focused and seize opportunities as they present.
I think you're correct there, and being concentrated and being clinical was the message there for Nigeria. For Jamaica, just same again? Or what would you do differently there in the second half?
I think for Jamaica, there's a little bit of, they need to open up a little bit.
Because there was a lot of times there where it was
a triangular movement.
Yeah, low, Clark, outside the penalty area. All they need to do is maybe go a bit longer, let Nigeria get the exposed, create that space. Not doing that. Haven't done that.
I mean, they need to introduce that element of unpredictability in order to outwit the Super Eagles.
They've got Bailey Kenemateli on the bench, the Wrexham man. He's only 21. He's somebody they can throw on to the attack. At one stage, they're going to have to go for it. Of course, a draw would take us 2 penalties here for Nigeria. A solid first half performance in this Unity Cup game. good turnout at the Valley. A dry day here, a hot day here.
And you can see the tension and excitement in the stands. The question is, will Jamaica be able to come back?
The team's about to come out. Who's what? They're going to be shooting towards the stand. It's definitely not the Jamaican flags situated. We can see the Jamaican flags behind that goal and real roar when they go forward. It's going to be a good second half for the stand. Just that's the prize there, getting a goal for those supporters and for Nigeria, defending that.
It does have an impact on just giving them the morale and that boost to keep pushing.
Want to suck the ball into that goal, as they say. Wave after attack, wave after attack is needed. Seem to be any changes at the moment for Nigeria, but a couple potentially for Jamaica. Definitely one, you see. We'll get that for you confirmed. So Edwards is going to come on for Jamaica. Raheem Edwards and Ellis has come off. So onto the field there is number 12, Raheem Edwards. Underway here at the Unity Cup final at the Valley. Edwards, of course, he plays football in Toronto in the MLS. He is on at the moment. He gets replaced. Sharp start there coming from Jamaica, so that's the change with Edwards on. He's almost an immediate impact there, man from Toronto.
I mean, that's an interesting change from Jamaica with Raheem Edwards making way at the start of the second half there. I mean, that suggests that the coaching staff felt that they needed a different dynamic in that area of the pitch.
Ainsworth ball into the middle. As you mentioned during half-time break, those Jamaican supporters behind that goal for Nigeria, it's going to be task to stop the ball being sucked in by the noise and the support.
As defending champions, I think they're ably up to the task, definitely.
Clark, goal for Jamaica. Out there by Tijani. Free kick for Jamaica.
The opening 10 minutes of the second half are crucial. Jamaica need to show that they can put Nigeria under sustained pressure, while Nigeria will be looking to quieten the game and maintain control.
Yeah, Nigeria definitely to kick on and just be in a capable, enjoy their lead. So Ogbu to take this free kick, go along towards Murphy, the captain. To Nigeria. Buza. Oh, nice work for Nigeria. Murphy, can he get there? It's a bit heavy. Ainsworth. Coming long towards Brown. Wahoo. Okonkwo, goal for Nigeria. You see the ball busy from a Jamaican point of view, hasn't he? Hasn't really needed to make any saves, the Nigerian goalkeeper. Into the session here between Wahoo and Brown. And Sam Barron in a situation he needs to defuse here. Neither wanted to back down, neither have backed down. Well, Brown wasn't happy with the centre back. The barge. Centre back retaliate.
I mean, clearly tensions are high. Final here.
Well, referee's elected to keep his card in his pocket. He said it was friendly, but there's a bit of spice. And
I mean, in the spirit of unity, after all, it is the Unity Cup. So we expect nothing less.
That's about to see.
Fantastic showmanship there.
I don't think they wanted to do that, but they have done that. That's what we want to see. But there is that fire in both bellies from the defender and the attacker.
Certainly Nigeria desperate to extend their lead, and Jamaica seeking to at least neutralise the gains that Nigeria made in the first half. That goal that came in 3 minutes from Abdullahi.
So Yusuf work on now towards Murphy. Murphy, good interception, it's away. Clark. Cover. Towards Dixon. Really good battle on that left side. We spoke about the defence of Nigeria. That back four has been
rock solid. Congealed. I mean, that's great formation there. Great combination, actually. And understandable why the coach was adamant on keeping that same.
Back four will go from the ball, plays his football. It's Slavia Prague, Czech Republic. Yusuf, the balance of Bongo to Waiwu. What's more, doesn't it? Almost roles reversed in the second half of Nigeria building up to not having the answers to kind of progress the ball into the second phase. Nigeria for their troubles, throw it. Free kick to Jamaica.
Tensions are rising now.
Whenever in any game of football, set pieces are so important. For Jamaica being behind here, need to utilise these opportunities where they can throw bodies inside the Nigeria box.
The question remains to be seen now is, can Jamaica penalise Nigeria and capitalise on this opportunity?
The test the goalkeeper, palm stinging for Congo.
Congo will be seeking to maintain his clean sheet. Let's see if that's the case.
Merrick to swing it in. Now by Nigeria. Away, clearance completed by Yusuf. Goal scorer here. Merrick. Towards that left side. Nigeria put the pieces up. It's Femi Aziz. It's where he can be so dangerous. They've just snatched on it.
Didn't quite calculate that right there. I guess in these type of situations, capitalising on the moment, taking a chance can't hurt at all.
It was an opportunity though, wasn't it? Because the first time we've seen Femi Aziz, he picked him quiet. The two key players that we highlighted ahead of the game, who got goals in the semi-final, in Dixon and Aziz, have been quiet.
This speaks to some of the changes that have been made, and it's been intentionally done to try and contain the threat presented by the Nigerian attack.
I agree with you. So, thus, this evening, our football analysts and specialists will be rushing down to speak to some of the players after at full time. I'm sure you're excited about that.
Hopefully it'll be congratulatory in tone.
So Nigeria, quick throw in. And again, that will we know this position they'll load the box. First contact critical for Jamaica. As we saw in the goal, contact has to come out of the penalty area. So Nigeria now with this long throw. Moffey, Femi Aziz just by himself, and you can see why he made with his come to marking.
The man is a threat, very dangerous in this area.
Wadu. Now into Oputa. Yusuf. Now.
Just trying to slow down the tempo now. Spread the ball about.
Duque. Challenge there. Wangonku. Towards Iwahu. Matuta. Throwing down this near side. Much more even game in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Jamaica haven't really been able to get into the penalty area of Nigeria. Vice versa. Can't go long. That'll be easy for the Nigerian goalkeeper. Really, well, he has given the ball away. Nico Victor, his then looks towards it. Howard Raw. Yusuf. Now to force to the Simi, quiet in the second half. He puts the ball out, goes past wide. Lovely for the Nigerian man. That would be a free. The hard part, easy. The easy part, no need to foul Jamaica there. Jamaica player there.
I think it's a little bit of inexperience shown there, or perhaps the pressure of such an important moment as well.
Clark to break through to his namesake and the central midfielder in Clark. Lovely. Fine legs you see it there now. You see some certain players just waddle there, sort of doing something in the far side. Then Clark was able to go past a few players. That wasn't possible in the first half, was it?
55 minutes in and Nigeria haven't made or are still yet to make any substitutions.
A bit of hesitation there, and almost been capitalised by Jamaica. Confusion between Ongo and the goalkeeper. And Dixon always alert and almost bagging a goal and a leveller for his nation. Confusion there.
That is exactly what you need to do though in moments like this. You capitalise on any window or opportunity or chance presents itself, convert it as necessary.
For Boku, got that clean sheet in the semi-final. His clean sheet in the final was almost at risk there. So I think he was expecting his goalkeeper to come out. He just couldn't get there. Long from Clark. And there, just that confusion. We got there first. Good work with Dixon.
That was almost an opportunity for Jamaica to penalise Nigeria.
He had a deft touch. I'm able to bring it down. Open goal. 0-0. Nigeria 1 is the score here at the moment.
Well, the tempo is picking up now. It is getting quite hot.
So Rupert, see there, he's in long conversation with his team. The same team that was with Steve McLaren in Jamaica. He's leading it at the moment, of course, as I mentioned in the first. Captain here, and Steve McLaren, the former Jamaica manager and, of course, England manager, is in the crowd here at the Valley. So, watching his old side. The danger for Jamaica as Nigeria this free kick. Here's Aziz. This was the far side. There's 7! Moments a second. Urasimi there. Tall figure at the far post. Almost clogging in a second for Nigeria.
They so keen to also make an impact in this match.
Spoke moments ago about set pieces, how important they are. Jamaica been in the game, but that box defending, and you watch him with his height clearly, 6 foot plus, needs to be able to
Coordinate and execute clinically.
An opportunity to go here.
Come on.
Disease, looking towards the far side. Hello, goal! And Moffey! Moffey, that was the lead! The Super Eagles touched the record, boys! And not a little moments ago. And they have now doubled the lead at the Valley. The Unity Cup holders have raced in again. They lead by 2. Mr. Jackson and Moffey. He was quiet in the first game, quiet in the first half, but the experienced man there smelt the danger. Jamaica just couldn't get the ball away. Aziz, the composure, becoming the provider tonight. In the 6-yard box, there was Moffey to plant it down into the middle, past the goalkeeper. And there is that crucial second goal for Nigeria to give them daylight in this Unity Cup final.
I mean, to the crowd, and obviously to his own delight. I mean, he was looking for this in the semi-final game as well. Obviously, an opportunity presented itself, experience, composure. They met in the middle and delivered a beautiful goal.
It was really good. Jamaica failing to clear their lines. And by doing that, Nigeria able to find an Eric Shaw's side
I mean,
in front.
Honestly, that's the kind of contribution that you expect from a striker of Murphy's quality. I mean, when opportunities arise in cup finals, the best forwards tend to be clinical, and it's exactly what he
Edwards ball in for Jamaica. Just couldn't fall towards the middle. Nigeria survived there.
Yeah.
Another hairy moment in the hour mark.
60 minutes gone. So it's Nigeria 0 to the Reggae Boyz of Jamaica.
You see that Bailey Telemeteri is getting ready to come on for Jamaica. Next goal critical in this Unity Cup final. Another one for Nigeria that would take the game away from Jamaica. A Jamaica goal, and it's game on. Set up nicely. 2-0 dangerous scoreline in football. Aziz. No foul, says our referee, Sam Ballard. Merrick. Field to Wards. Ainsworth. Driving forward. The give and go. Ainsworth. Outside the drip ball is good. Dixon. Urged forward by the Jamaican supporters behind that goal. Can't get to it. That was unfortunate, wasn't it?
And understandably at this point, desperation kicks in. We've hit the hour mark and they are trailing by 2 goals.
Well, those supporters making loads of noise behind that goal. The natural of their mood was to drop for that Moffey goal. They're being a bit distraught. Bouquet battling that far side with the throw in.
Tijani's down there.
Tijani's down on the floor for Nigeria. And medical team's been called to treat the midfielder. Sam Barrett has asked us to bring the medical team. Moments before that second goal, Jamaica there, Dixon almost capitalising, a bit of hesitation between the centre-back and the goalkeeper. And that's football, isn't it? Moments later,
That is it for you.
Nigeria, going down the other end and doubling their lead. They'd have a warning with Durasimi. That's First of all, you've got to clear your lines and move the ball.
I mean, you can imagine the frustration just piling now for Jamaica based on the fact that they have been looking for these opportunities and have just not been fortunate in the finishing when the opportunities have presented themselves.
Let's have a look at that Moffy goal that made it 2-0. Good work from Nigeria to win the ball. Femi Aziz really enjoy what he does here. He takes the ball away from Jamaican defenders, provides that assist on a play. He's able just to plant the header. Cool as you like. Clark does well as well. Look at the goalkeeper, because he knows he's in no man's land. Makes himself as big as possible. He almost gets in, the goalkeeper. But the power, the placement, the way he was positionally wise, and the goal is good. Almost got there, the goalkeeper. It happened in real time, didn't it?
It did happen in absolute real time. I mean, as you said, the man has managed to do it. He's given an assist now.
Femi Aziz, yeah.
2 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. Great stats.
Joining the Nigerian team for their international to come up in June. Also, making the president Tyron Murphy, the man on I did see the Clementary get warmed up for Jamaica. He seems to have sat down the bench. He looks ready to come on. They're in need for some more changes, you feel. Abdullah Yusuf with the first goal in the first half, and then Mushi. So he's getting ready to come on. Mufusa. Wahoo. Now to Ibuke. Opu. Wahoo. Now down this right hand side. Yusuf. Moffy ahead of him. And he's in the Z, so he likes the ball, but he just put on his left foot just to go around the defender. Nothing doing there, according to the referee. Jamaica can clear their lines and move forward. Challenge. Nigeria's got about that. Charlie is telling the Jamaican players to get out. Here's Moffy. But it's makes it for Femi Aziz. Aziz trying to go for a goal. He was clipped down right on the edge of the penalty area. And that will be a free kick in a fantastic position for Nigeria.
An absolute nightmare for the Reggae Boys to have a clinical striker like Femi Aziz taking a penalty to dead centre in front of.
Free kicks has been awarded just outside the penalty area. Femi Aziz, the creator of that free kick, and just when he wasn't a trigger, we can see here we're right behind him on his left foot. He elected not to, and he's got a wonderful position now. He's basically got the same opportunity as Moffy. There is Aziz over the ball also here. We're halfway through the second half of this Unity Cup final. Nigeria in control by 2. Are they going to make it a third here? Clark in the Jamaica goal, ordering that ball. 6-man ball, trying to deny Aziz. Is it going to be Aziz to take it? Looks like it will be. Aziz low! And the goalkeeper gets his eye on the ball. Taking down Nigeria 2 remains.
I think that's where a bit of experience showing itself there.
They should have opened the ball rather than low.
He should have taken it over instead of going low with it. But I guess he was trying to play safe by his own calculations and got it wrong.
Drake going forward now, falling towards the middle to the far post! Nearly finding that far corner. Yeah, Dixon just couldn't get to the top of Dixon in the final. We're going to bed tonight thinking, why don't just have a clear opportunity? Maybe coming off in a few moments. No word of that officially. 2 forwards looking to come on for Jamaica. Always knows where to be.
It just hasn't translated on the scoreline.
So, Ainsworth. Now on to Clark. It's going to be a throw-in for Jamaica. Now the changes for the Reggae Boyz. Clark. Away. Ainsworth. Another delivery. Clark. Looking towards cover. Cleared away by Nigeria.
I mean, the defense is just not even rock solid.
Nigeria has balls to penalty area. What we were going to see at the beginning of this second half was that wing play from either Bingham and Ainsworth, putting the ball in to the area, and Nigeria batting away, but Nigeria have been able to get out, haven't they?
Just wiggling themselves out of really difficult, tricky, sticky situations.
Hold on. Levanton Wittering, he's going to come on. They're going to take their time for a water break. Murray's about to come on. Changed numbers right at the end. Down here he's number 21, but he's got number 9, and as you can see there, Edwards, who's come onto the field, substitutes a bit of pain. I think one of them just want to take their time, the Jamaican staff, to see if he's okay to continue. Looks like maybe a groin injury. 20 to go. We know that Marlon, Veteran and Kanamati are about to come on. So the substitute maybe about to be substituted. Oh, he just tried to hold it off. Was he okay? Here we go with the substitutions. Kanamati coming on to the field, confirmation, number 9. And Fuller has come on. And unfortunately, Edwards, who came on at the start of the second half, the substitute had to be replaced by Veteran. So Veteran is onto the field for the Reggae Boyz. Jamaica trying to pull one back here. Towards Dixon. Just couldn't make the connection there. They're going to go for a corner, no goal kick. Was it Brown there? It was Brown who initially went for the effort, and then it fell towards Dixon outside the penalty area. But again, another example, he's been in the right place, but just not falling towards it. Will he get that opportunity tonight, Tony, do you feel?
I think it remains to be seen. Just over 20 minutes, or 20, about 20 minutes thereabouts remaining of the game.
Nigeria in control through.
Judging by the flow of play, I think it will be a tall order for Jamaica to clinch a victory under the circumstances.
Well, he's made 3 changes now. One's had to come off. It's Monica Materi, the striker, there to maybe be a point at the place. Finger for Jamaica. Oh, it's finally taken. Wahoo. Over. Yusuf towards Wahoo. Now towards Yusuf. Tajani. Nigeria haven't made a change yet in this game. They're confident and comfortable with the 11 starters. Just the one change midweek, and they were able to beat Zimbabwe away by 2 goals to 0. Nigeria beaten by that same scoreline tonight again at the Valley in South East London. It's been a really good day. Here we go. That's for Dixon. Clark moves forward, maybe first touches for Bentani. Chelsea making a few changes. You see 4 players warming up. Good battle. It's a good defending as well from Aziz, battling with Brown. How like he was able to put the ball into the penalty area. The Millwall man closing the door. But at a cost, of course, at a cost. And it's crap.
It's very apparent. 73 minutes in, legs are starting to get tired, and perhaps it is time to inject some fresh energy and fresh legs and just change up the game a little bit.
So now with Jamaica. Traded by 2 goals to 0. Low. See what he was trying to do, but it was an aimless ball in the end. It's got one change. Just needed to make the coach. Here is Nigeria, the ball for Nadi. Really good work for Nadi. Pushing the ball in, good defense. Still on Jamaica. Aziz. So he can be really dangerous, Aziz. Gives it away. You never say that. Jamaica going forward directly. Waves away any suggestion of hard handball. Wahoo. It's the final 15 minutes now of the Unity Cup final. Nigeria with control, having 2-goal advantage. Goal in the first half from Abdullah Yusuf Abdullah, and then Tara Mufi in the second half, extending the lead for Nigeria. Jamaica trying to get themselves back into this game. Ruta. Nigeria happy to just kill the game and just slow down the tempo to get closer to another Unity Cup victory. Kijani. This is the first change for Nigeria this evening, and it's a player that played in the semi-final, Teller. Oh, he's all about an attacking player, direct. So Yusuf, Femi kicks it back, Yusuf. Tijani, and now Tanadi. Okay. Mufi. It's going to be a cheap free kick to give away for Kementani, but there is the first change, and it's going to be Femi Aziz. 2 goals in the semi-final, and the assist for the second goal in Millwall, man. He's put in a really good performance in his debut games, hasn't he?
Fantastic performance from his debut time. I mean, this has been a tournament to remember. He's made his entrance to the Super Eagles in great style and has played very, very well.
Tele onto the field now for Nigeria. Super Eagles closer and closer every second to another Unity Cup victory. They're going to beat Jamaica again as it stands. 3rd time in the final. Winning for a 4th. Yusuf. So now towards Mufi. Nadi. He's off to Tijani. Abu. Okay. Nadi. The centre circle. Ovuza. Wahoo. Who's not really still been tested. There'll be frustrations from the Jamaican forwards and bands and players. They're just a bit stretched to make those saves. That one moment where Dixon headed him, but his touch was too heavy. Two more Jamaican players going to come on, so there's two more available for him. He's falling towards the Duracimi. It's transfer for Yusuf. Jamaica get it away. Here's Harbour as he came. Denied by the fullback from Nigeria. He's edge of the penalty area. He's towards the ball. Dixon is there. It's a bit of a tight clearance from the youngster. That is a tight foul from Clark. A well-disciplined game. No yellows.
Increasingly frustrated as games progress. Going from being on the scoreboard to not being able to find it in the final. You know, one can only imagine the level of frustration feeling the pressure right now.
Two more changes from Jamaica with Simmons and Lang about to come on for Jamaica, and Brown is going to be replaced. So Brown coming off. Simmons on for Brown, and Merrick is coming off. Onto the field is Lang. So Lang and Simmons on, and Dixon stays on out of the attack, which is good. But making for his perspective, because he's an informed player. I don't want to lose that emphasis in attack, creating that moment of smart. Good that. Wahoo. Here's Dixon. Tutor going towards Sydney. Free kick to Jamaica. That's got a bit more tasty in the second half, hasn't it? A bit fight between the two nations there. Leaving the foot in and sending them after that. I put it on you. Jamaica made their changes.
But the question remains to be seen if those changes can impact the scoreline with 9 minutes or so remaining.
This goal crucial if we get a next goal in this game. Here's Clark, he's never stopped battling. Their first touch is now on this last time for Van der Entry. And the rest of them finds them in the area. In a corner! Right in front of those Jamaican supporters, Jamaica getting a corner in the second half. An opportunity now for the Reggae Boyz to pile pressure on Nigeria. The rest is set piece credentials.
Very patient set piece right now.
Number of players at the far post. It's going to be swung in here by Ainsworth. It's going to be a good delivery though. This. It is towards the stick shot, got the smart header out by doing Simic. The Nigerian attack there, the Nigerian player down in the 6-yard box. Play has been halted. The head injury. Sam Barrett stops the game immediately. So Wahoo, again, if Nigeria get a clean sheet, will be part of the reason why that back four is still solid. It's the final 10. Good defensive header also though, but Duracimi there from the corner. Eric Shield going to defend his crown, it seems. Never gives too much away.
Never does give too much away, I mean. Bigger on action than speaking, and right now the result is speaking. It's clear for all to see that the Super Eagles are flying right now. Going forward, we won't open the relations just yet. There are still just just under 7 minutes remaining in what has been a very, very intense final here at the Valley.
Well, a few knocks are happening now. There's injury for Nigeria, it seems. Obviously, hamstrings. Looking to his bench, there's going to be another change. It's going to be one for the Super Eagles. It's going to be Tijani Alamin. Well, the atmosphere here at the Valley has been excellent. The band for Nigeria, good blend of trumpets and drums, bringing that West African feel, of course.
Quite a multicultural thing.
Yes, yeah. We've had a taste of the Caribbean, of course, from Jamaica supporters, both showing their colours powerfully across the whole Unity Cup from Tuesday, Wednesday, today. Of course, when you're not winning, you're not going to be hitting those drums and waving those flags back. But they're in full force, the Jamaicans, but Nigerian band there, enjoying the vibe and the fact they have that 2-goal advantage.
Objectively speaking, Jamaica are in a bit of a tight spot right now. They were hoping to upset the defending champions in this final, but it just doesn't look like it will pan out that way.
Change with Almin Tijani going to come on. For Oahu, but you're correct. It's a challenge that was set from Nigeria at the start. He's going to be replaced the centre back by Almin Tijani.
I think Oahu's done very well. Actually, big congratulations to him as he actually welcomed a baby girl during this tournament.
Oh, congratulations. Unity Cup medal, baby's on the way for the little one.
I think that'll be a nice welcome to this world present. Start life with your first
Taste of silverware.
taste of success.
After running in this Unity Cup final, the final stages now, Jamaica, it's now or never to get back into this game. Here's Ainsworth, he bring it down, he can. Clark, moving forward. And that has been lifted there by Clark. Oh, the Fusa. Did he keep a leg in, or we'll love to see that again, possible. Oh, look at his boot, a bit of blood on his ankle, fortunately. Keep an eye on his ankle. Here, Clark. Pretty thick there, but look at coming together between the two players. More time about the referee selected just to keep his cards in his pocket tonight.
In line with the unity, I guess.
Well, as long as in that collision with Clark, clear angle here, he just his right ankle is obviously the one in pain. Happens so quickly, we don't really see that.
Quite safe how it was there.
Definitely in a bit of pain, we can see clearly. A bit of blood and just wiped it off as he's sorting out. So, more time getting to back into this Unity Cup final, so I'm sure we'll have a helpful amount at the end. Good finger now for a Jamaican player in cover. Seems quite fractured.
There's a lot to play for. There's been a lot to play for both sides. Considering the disappointments of not going to the World Cup, I think that this is a trophy that both are in contention to use to quo and console themselves.
What do you think Jamaica have learned so far in this game, 89th minute? Because if it's in a defeat, what can they take from this defeat moving forward? Of course, going for a new head coach in the summer. They have had their moments, have had a few opportunities for their star men going forward. And what do they do to push on past this? They're doing it at the feet. Of course, we've still got a good chunk of added time to come.
I mean, at this point, it's just to go back to the drawing board. There's a lot of evaluation that needs to be done. I think they did their calculations but miscalculated. I mean, when you look at the strategy of changes made initially to the start of the game, it didn't have the impact that they wanted, and clearly it just hasn't been a good night for them. I mean, we've seen some good runs, really strong players tonight, but it just hasn't been enough, and in the moments where they could convert, they unfortunately haven't been able to do that.
Well, that's Victoria, our football specialist, tonight with us for the Unity Cup. From a Nigerian point of view, winning the Unity Cup.
Excuse my bias.
Not saying anything, focus on the game. But from a Nigerian point of view, claiming silverware again with the African Cup of Nations qualification, much better than the World Cup qualification at the moment. Slowly building things back to the Eagles.
I mean, it's a process, brick by brick, step by step, and I guess this is just one of the bricks in the...
Of wonderful play from Nigeria. The end product wasn't on point.
Didn't quite finish off. It took my breath away from it.
Yeah, it was lovely.
I mean, the question is now, can Nigeria extend their lead by a goal?
Jamaica get one back.
Anything is possible.
4 minutes. Quite surprised by that number. We've had a few stoppages, haven't we, during the game. But 4 minutes. The additional time here. No VAR additional time here. So we wrapped up. Jamaica do something pretty special. It's looking like it's going to be another Nigeria win in the Unity Cup.
Just 4 minutes stand between Jamaica and their dream being realised or crushed again. Very clearly they're not strangers to losing to Nigeria in the finals of the Unity Cup, because it happened last year but under different circumstances.
Thrown in by Jamaica, really looking for one back here, headed out. Nigeria close to their 4th Unity Cup win.
Defending track.
Joining to Houston, and
Quality.
gets the match of the first minute. A splendid shot into the bottom corner. He gets the second for the Super Eagles. They have 3 here at the Valley, and they will win the Unity Cup again. The Super Eagles. Jamaica 0, Nigeria 3. A fine finish to wrap it up.
What can you say? They say anything can happen, and anything has happened. Something great. The defending champions have clearly put the trophy firmly in their cabinets. Number 4.
Otella, beautiful first touch, side foot into the bottom corner, and then Yusuf is saying, can you go for the goal? Can you find that quality? Looked where the goalkeeper was and picked his spot beautifully, hit the post and went past the goalkeeper. A crisp, pinnacle finish, and it's Nigeria that will win the Unity Cup. And some of the Jamaican supporters are departing from the ground. They've seen enough.
I mean, clinical has been the theme of tonight, hasn't it? Hashtag clinical. It has been a clinical defence of the title that Nigeria holds, denying Jamaica of the chance of even holding them to deadlock and winning inside play.
Yusuf, the player who's got the goal. We're going to have a triple substitution right at the end of this game. Wild smiles from the player that got the double in this game. Yusuf. Coming onto the field is Obabami Jr. Uzosa is going to be replaced. And onto the field comes Odeduken. Tosin Odeduken is going to come on for Nigeria. And it's the final change. Sees Olioye coming on, Jacob Olioye coming on for Nigeria. Minutes there. Alassane Yusuf with that last minute goal. Done really well. Nadi's come off as well for Nigeria. of the eye. See if they can find a consolation later on here. On his minute faces when entering. Looks it, ball goes out of play. Oh, the Nigerian supporters are making all the noise now on the far side.
I mean, it is time to celebrate. 94 minutes, 3-0. Fourth time, very clear and sweet victory for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Much here last year we went to penalties at GTEC Community Stadium. Here tonight at the Valley, it has been a Nigeria final. Nigeria's flag being paraded across the Valley now. Still playing on here at the Valley. Dreadful. Here's Kenamentani though. Gives something for the Jamaican. Nice to cheer about, but it's comfortable for the Nigerian goalkeeper. And then it is it. Nigeria again in the Unity Cup. An emphatic victory from the Super Eagles. Their fourth win of this competition. They defended against Jamaica. They beat Jamaica like they did last year in 2025. They have won the Unity Cup by 3 goals to 0. 2 goals from Alexander Yusuf and Moffat in between that. Jamaica coming to this game looking to claim their first Unity Cup title. They were behind inside the first 5 minutes with Yusuf's goal. And then in the 59th minute it was Moffat. And then to wrap it up in the 91st, it was Yusuf. The man who plays for New England Revolution in MLS. Has been the star man for the Super Eagles. Now, cue the celebrations from Nigeria. Jamaica 0, Nigeria 3. The celebration tonight is going to go all night long on the pitch and in the stands at the Valley. Despite all that, the majority of it was a close, hard-fought game. But Nigeria just had the quality and the clinical opportunities that were taken. Jamaica had a good account of themselves throughout this competition, but then Shell has another Unity Cup victory. And we are going to wait to see the trophy lift here. Zimbabwe, third place earlier today. Jamaica finished for second, and Nigeria the winners by 3 goals to 0. Let's take a look at the match highlights of this Unity Cup final. So that throw that came in, flicked on, and swept it by Yusuf inside the first 5 minutes. Alexander Yusuf smelled the danger and swept it in to give Nigeria that lead early on, and from there it was real fast to Jamaica. Made them challenge a bit together for the Reggae Boyz. An opportunity here. Jamaica here in the second half. Dixon gets it in. Almost finding a route to goal. Hesitation, the type of hesitation saw in the Super Eagles backline, the 2 defenders and the goalkeeper. Good anticipation by Nigeria, led to the second goal. That means he's becoming a provider today. And then Moffat in the middle to make it 2. Really good header. And felt then the competition was won. Cisco Ramos making defender. Rafi with the header to make it 2-0 at the time. 59 minutes on the clock. To Nigerian players. They almost put him on back. A few balls in the penalty, get involved. This wasn't his night tonight, the youngster, the chartered man on home turf. Just couldn't convert the opportunities he got in the box. Then tight legs. We'll see Nigeria break through here. 2 against 2 in the attack. And there was Hassan Yusuf, first time finish into the bottom corner. Game to the match in 91st minute. It's Nigeria again in the Unity Cup. These are the match highlights. Really good finish from Hassan Yusuf, who stole the show in midfield. A dominant performance, century from the defence also. Nigeria's defence tonight is very strong. Ovusa, Iwahu, Ubuke, very good. Didn't give a spin to Jamaica. They were so hard to break through. And the Nigerian players are soaking in the celebration. Pleased to say that the Unity Cup is on the field in a few moments. We will see Nigeria lift the trophy again for a 4th time. And we'll get some interviews for you shortly of some of the players from the winning team in Nigeria. Well, for Jamaica, it's only their 2nd defeat in 9 matches. Last time they lost was against the Congo World Cup playoff. So then they will regroup and lick their wounds in the Unity Cup. Their 3rd appearance in the final. And another defeat against Nigeria. And there is the trophy. Nigeria have won their prize, the Unity Cup in all its glory. And that's the trophy they will be lifted in front of a majority supported Valley, as the Jamaican supporters have drifted out. The smiling faces from the Nigerian. Look at the Nigerian players dancing. They've of course got internationals to look ahead to coming up. Nigeria, 3rd of June against Poland, and of course against Portugal on the 10th. Just waiting now for the ceremony to take place, and Nigeria to get their medals and to lift the trophy here at the Valley for the Unity Cup. Nigeria are your winners tonight here. Waiting for the ceremony. Well, for Jamaica, any friendlies coming up after this one, this side of the World Cup, and we'll regroup to try and find a long-term head-time coach, and regroup. Made it to the Unity Cup final. We were beaten comfortably by Nigeria. Goals by Hassan Yusuf and Tijani Terem Mufi, and Hassan Yusuf again, 2 for Yusuf. Moments away from the ceremony taking place, the trophy lift here at the Valley. For those supporters, they saw Nigeria lifted last year at the Gita Community Stadium. We've got an interview with the man at the moment, Hassan Yusuf, talking to Toya.
Alright, I'm here with Hassan Yusuf. Congratulations, you scored a brace for Nigeria. Your first brace as well. How does it feel for you?
Yeah, I feel great, especially winning the Unity Cup. but as well scoring my first 2 goals for the country. So I'm really happy, and for sure my family is proud.
And how do you feel that the coach's tactics contributed to your success today?
I think he did a really good job, especially so many new guys in the team. They are new, and you see how we kind of play good football. So I think he did a really great job to put this team together and play this fantastic ball.
Now talk me through your first goal that happened just 3 minutes into the match. Talk me through what was going through your mind and how that panned out for you.
Yeah, I think I played like offensively, so for sure I wasn't expecting it that early, but then it came, so I was just in the box, long throw, and then I just saw it, and then it was a good finish.
Now on the topic of unity and the importance of this cup, considering that Nigeria aren't going to the World Cup, what does this mean to you, and what does this victory mean for Nigeria?
Yeah, it's a statement. We didn't make the World Cup, so we have to show that we're still here, and no matter what happens, we're going to keep winning and then be ready for the next one.
Well, a huge congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
A 3-0 victory for Nigeria. Hassan Yusuf, the star man for the Super Eagles, got the first goal inside the 3rd minute, and then wrapped it up in the 91st with a fantastic goal. First time hitting to the bottom corner. The Nigerian players have got their applause, and we are moments away from seeing the trophy lift at the Valley. The Jamaican players have waited to see them lift the trophy, and that's always what we like to see. Unity in the name of the competition, but always in the final, the team typically disappointed, not claiming victory. Watch on and see the side lift the trophy. Nigeria deserved winners tonight. And Hassan Yusuf with that goal in the 3rd minute, mopping the experienced captain, the player, to take the game away from Jamaica, the icing on top of the cake, that Nigerian cake. Hassan Yusuf, really good words from him there. Spoke about the hurt of not making the World Cup in the summer for Nigeria, but we have to make our country proud. I hope I'll make my parents proud. Really, really good words from Yusuf. The trophy is about to be awarded to Nigeria.
And the gentleman will now hand the trophy over.
So Francis Uzo is going to lift the trophy, it seems, for the armband for Nigeria. So your Unity Cup 2026 winners are Nigeria. Moments away from this trophy lift, Nigeria winners again in the Unity Cup, beating Jamaica by 3 goals to 0. And here we go, the winners of the Unity Cup 2026. It's Nigeria! For the 4th time, it's the Super Eagles that lift the trophy here at the Valley. The 2 goal scorers lifting the trophy first, Buffy and Hassan Yusuf. Lifting it now. He's got a few days he's had in his debut camp with the Super Eagles. Sure, these celebrations were wild all the way till the end of the night here at the Valley. Work winners, deserve winners. Nigeria. to the squad. He reps the man lifting the trophy here at the Valley.
A massive thank you to all of the teams that have taken part across the week in the Unity Cup 2026. India, Zimbabwe, Jamaica, and your champions for this year, Nigeria.
What a tournament it has been. Yeah, the Unity Cup today, seeing the third place playoff with Zimbabwe beating India, but go to the men's final tonight with the colours with Jamaica and Nigeria. And the final score here is Jamaica 0, Nigeria 3. The Unity Cup winners in 2026. It's Nigeria that win it again.
Congratulations on a 3-0 win. And what does this mean for you and Nigeria?
First of all, thank you. And personally, for me, it means a lot for me and for the team because we knew we didn't come with the strongest team possible, and we were not the favorite. I've been honest, but the boys showed what they are capable of, and I'm really proud of them.
Now you got on the score sheet as well. Talk us through your goal.
I think it was an easy goal, if I'm being honest, because they had that just in front of the goalkeeper, so yeah, it was quite easy.
Now, when you're looking at how Nigeria look very fluid in attack, how important is it to have the support of the midfield behind you?
I think it's down to the coach because he knows what he's doing. He makes it really easy for us, the strikers. So yeah, it's down to the coach. He's been doing a top job.
Now talk us through a little bit about the discussion that happened during halftime, because I saw that you went off and then you came back powered up because Jamaica were really trying to find holes.
I mean, during the first half, the Jamaicans were really physical, so the coach wasn't happy with that. When we went, he told us, hey, if you want to play, you have to smash somebody. So yeah.
So you are again defending, you are the champions now, you've defended the title for the 4th time in a row. What's your message to people of Nigeria watching and celebrating with you right now?
I know it's not a trophy they want to see, but yeah, when you play the competition, you have to win the competition you are in, and we tried our best to win this one. So
Congratulations again and thank you.
Please?